Yeah, you can have that one beer, but then we have to go to the liquor store.
That's cool.
So that's going to be the beginning of, I was going to use that to cook.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely drink that.
Drink this?
You should definitely drink that.
What's
It's delicious. Yeah, I was going to use that to cook. You can just drink it, though. But if you don't like it, you have to drink the whole thing. Also, that's my piss.
Is it alcoholic?
I mean, it's my piss.
Frozen, okay.
At this point, the podcast listeners, the fucking Susans, you guys don't mind a little ambient noise, do you? You fucking queers. Anybody who listens to this show sucks. I hate all of our listeners. I hope they all fucking die at once. Wow, I'm not connected to... Dude, are you gonna drink my piss?
Is this your piss?
That's my piss.
You want me to drink your piss?
Thank you for calling Walgreens Pharmacy. This is Victoria. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm just waiting to hear if some ointment came in.
Okay, sure. What's the date of birth?
9/15/93.
And the first name?
Dillon, Dillon.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yes. Hold on one moment. It did, but we're only open for another 5 minutes.
I know. I'll just come by and get it tomorrow. I just wanted to make sure it was there.
Oh, yes, it did come over. Yeah.
Okay. Usually I get a text or something, but I just hadn't.
Yeah, we're still filling, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow. I gotta call my doctor too, anyway.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow then.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great night.
You too.
That is sour.
Is it sour? For those of you who can't see us,
I like it.
Alex is drinking a Warhead
Artisanal
based.
Brewworks Warhead Extreme Sour Black Cherry. Apparently, it's like a candy. Like the same logo is on this sour candy.
Well, it's a Warhead inspired drink.
Yeah.
Some of them tasted more like beer. Some of them tasted more like... And the last one I drank was gross. I think it was the watermelon. And that was when I was like, I think I'm just going to cook with
I'm
these.
not a big fan of watermelon flavored things.
But like the apple one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there was like maybe a blue raspberry or something.
This is like a black...
Or maybe
This is black cherry. Which
that's the cherry.
Black
Okay.
cherry never disappoints.
Yeah, black cherry beer would probably be pretty good.
Yeah.
I might ask you for a sip in a second.
Yeah.
But welcome to Lazy Susans, episode whatever. I'm considering, no, not yet. I'm considering changing the episode of the Alex Iovino tryout. Like, that's the title now.
I listened to that. That was fucking garbage. First off, I sound like a 1920s news commentator.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't. Well, I liked it for learning purposes. I don't think it was very, if you were a professional podcaster...
Well, that's why I didn't list it as part of the main series.
Yeah, you would say, what the fuck is that?
It was an extra. That's the sort of thing that will eventually go on Patreon.
Yeah.
For the real fans.
Yeah.
The real fans, they want to listen to the garbage. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the deal. You guys pay extra, and we give you the garbage that no one else wants to listen to. And
Yep.
you're fucking happy for it, you little piggies.
Yeah.
You little fucking Lazy Susan's piggies. Anyway, I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad of an episode.
I liked it. I did.
But it was definitely
It wasn't professional.
It was
wasn't-
definitely more of like a demo than
Yeah.
a regular episode. That's why I like the Jackie episode. I have one that I did back in the day with Ally McNally that I'm going to put up as a What's the Dilly, like the conception of What's the Dealio. Like I have the one with Jackie up as episode 0, the pilot, and then I was going to make the one with Ally -1. And then release the first episode whenever I do make that. I have a couple of different threads. It needs to be better organized. Maybe you can help me with that.
Okay.
You want to help me organize the channel? Try to figure out.
Yeah, I'm down.
But yeah, well, I was gonna say I was possibly gonna change the episode that, like I said, the episode we were just talking about with you on the phone, and make that just Lazy Susan's 9 or whatever it would have been.
Yeah.
But you're saying you don't think I should do that.
I mean, definitely
Gotta keep the
definitely
bloodline
keep it in
pure.
storage. Then if there was some hardcore Susan,
Well, I'm
Lazy
gonna keep
Susan
it up
fans-
at least for a while.
Yeah, let them listen to it.
I'm gonna try to. Basically, my idea of like how the library will be formed is like we'll put whatever up people can listen to. You know, that just gets us extra views and bullshit. Although there is an argument to be made that we're like diluting it, you know. But it seems like on YouTube you want to consistently put out content.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And if people aren't into it, they just won't listen. And if people are into it, they will. So,
Dilly, did you shoot your ceiling?
no, that's actually from me playing with a club, swinging a club around, and accidentally grazing it. 'cause
Was it a
it's so-
shillelagh?
Look, dude, I'm so short. If I can reach up and just fucking touch my ceiling, and like, look at how much finger
Yeah.
bends. Like,
So you can finger that
it's
hole.
very small.
For those of you that are at home listening and not
Oh,
seeing,
yeah.
Dylan has created a glory hole in his ceiling.
Well, what I'm gonna do is set up a bar right here so I can fucking
What, you're gonna have
pull
a...
up and just fuck the hole.
What
I
are you
put
gonna
a
have?
fleshlight in the ceiling
You're gonna put in a strip pole?
and fucking no, like a bar, like a chin-up bar, but
Oh.
for like a curl bar. You know what I mean? And I'll just be curling, doing like my human flag exercises that I do all the time. And I'll just curl my whole body up there, and I'll put my dick in there. And then come back, you know, roll all the way back, come back up, put my dick in there. You know, it'll just remind me, like, you gotta stay hard. Gotta stay hard.
Yeah, you gotta stay hard.
You know what I mean? Which is why, me and Alex have both been looking into getting HGH and testosterone injections.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just super hardcore.
Super hardcore.
You know, we're going to be the most hardcore podcast in the world. All right? Lazy Susan's version 2. Dylan. Well, that was what I was getting at with the whole, like, why I was going to just make it one of the episodes is because, like, you're the only person that wanted to try out. There are other people who clearly want to be on the podcast, but nobody, even John Tyler, you fucking fat half liar fucking faggot. I mean, I'm sure he has his reasons or whatever, but just say you don't want to do it. Just say you don't want to do it if you don't want to do it. Or if you're that fucking, like, ambivalent, I don't know. He was so into the idea of doing it, supposedly, and got me all excited. And, it's been a fucking month now, and I haven't been able to get them together to do an episode. So, I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah.
Fucking, Glenn swears that they're not doing their own project. And, you know, I think Glenn would tell me.
I don't think Glenn has the time to do any projects. Like, it seriously seems like he's too busy, like, with everything with work and stuff.
I don't know if he's too busy. I think he's too stressed.
Or a
I
mixture
think
of
he's
the two.
dealing with maybe a mixture of the two. but it seems like... So anyway, this is going to be an official Lazy Susans episode, canonical, whether I wanted to or not. This is episode fucking whatever. And, yeah, guys, Glenn is taking a sabbatical at the very least. Because, the stress of dealing with the quote-unquote fallout, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of... He found doing the podcast stressful. We had great chemistry. People have said that, Glenn and I did great episodes. And I'm hoping that Alex and I will do great episodes. And if I have to replace Alex to make you people happy, I will. But, I really... This is just what I want. I wanted to do tryouts, but... Alex won by default, and so now it's me and Alex doing the Lazy Susans thing. But I think we're gonna... So this is a new era. We have a few more Glenn episodes. I'll probably upload them for a little bit, and then they'll be available on the Patreon whenever we get that set up. We're reaching the point where... that's something that I had wanted to do. Although we're not exactly growing our subscription base like I had wanted to. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So, all of you Susans who have stood by us and celebrated us and been cool, just, I'm still here, and Alex is a cool cat. And, if he sucks, maybe we'll add a third guy, and that'll... I don't know. Don't suck, Alex.
I'll do my best.
You just gotta not suck.
No promises.
Alright. So how was your week?
Good so far.
I meant, last week. What did you do last week?
Not a whole hell of a lot. Just been working.
When's the last interesting thing that you did, Alex? Tell me about the last interesting thing you did.
Last interesting thing I did.
You shouldn't have to think this long. I feel like this could be like a different dynamic.
Oh, I know what I did.
Where fucking...
Last interesting thing I did. My definition of interesting would be... nips at work.
Where do you work, Alex?
A buddy of mine's mechanic shop.
And you were fixing people's cars while you were drinking on the job?
I wasn't drinking on the job. I was drinking off the job.
And then coming back and doing the job. So... that's called drinking on the job.
Yes. Not proud of it, but it was exciting.
It seems like you're kind of proud of it.
It was a stressful day, and I was like,
you said that was the most interesting thing you've done lately.
Lately? I mean, it was 2 days ago.
What's the most interesting thing you've done ever?
Ever? That's a tough one.
It might take a couple episodes to break Alex in, also. So I hope that you Susans stay with us. You bear with us. This is going to be good. I promise it's going to be good.
We fired BB guns at my neighbor's...
We got to figure something out, man.
We fired a BB gun at my neighbor's house.
You're just not that interesting, Alex. I don't know if you're going to be able to carry this show.
Okay, Dylan, let me ask you, what was the most interesting thing you've done?
Brick at the...
Almost. Why didn't you?
Because I ran really fast.
Were police chasing you?
Yeah. I don't know that they were chasing me, but they were definitely... No, it's because, I'm 27 years old, which is an appropriate age to be getting drunk and throwing bricks at when you're almost 30 years old. I don't know. I've been
would say
having a
almost
fucking.
30.
I've been having a. You know, the other most interesting thing I did was I slept for about 5 days solid, and the dreams got weird towards the end there.
How weird.
I had a dream. Okay, so I had a dream that I went to the beach, and it was just a known thing that there was goblins under the water, and also like dead things floating in the water. And so I was swimming, and there's like these goblins down below, and like they'd occasionally like reach up and try to grab and shit. And then there's like dead fucking muskrats and bullshit floating in the water. We dropped a pizza in the water, and then at home we're like trying to dry it out, and they're like, you shouldn't drink that. But in the dream I was really fucking hungry, and then I was trying to like sneak booze like from my cousins and stuff. It was like a
this was like
family outing.
Okay. I was just about to ask.
Yeah, so that was one dream. I need to start writing these down because I had some really weird ones. And then the next one, I was at like a fucking high school type deal where we were graduating, but there was a writing class, and I kept feeling like I had missed days of it, so I didn't know if I could go, and I was looking in, and there was somebody in the class that was like really mad at me that wanted to like meet me to fight, and I think we might have, and then everyone else was pissed at me for fighting this kid, and every time I would look in, they would like pretend like they didn't know me. Obviously, you know, it was like all dream logic shit.
Can I tell you some of my weird dreams?
And then there's one other one. I had Yolandi gave birth to these cats that were like all different sizes, and some of them had like rat features, and they all started growing at different speeds. And this was connected to the goblins underwater drying out the pizza dream.
Uh-huh.
So, like, my family was like, yeah, play with... And it was just these, like, weird, gross,
So they were totally nonchalant.
transmutated cats. And then there was this whole part where we were, like, underground, like, choosing frats, but also choosing classes, kind of. And I was trying to smoke this blunt, but people kept taking it out of my hands, and then every time it got to me, it was falling apart. And I was trying to, like, wrap it back up and smoke it. And then as soon as I got it wrapped up, someone would take it from me. Fucking... It was weird, dude.
That
Really
is
weird, very vivid, like, David Lynch movie dreams.
Can I tell you some of my weird dreams?
Go for it.
Alright, one time I had a dream where aliens...
I just had to get them all out
Okay,
before
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, let me
details
get,
than
shut
I
up,
did.
let me get mine out before I forget.
Okay.
I had this one dream where it was like these aliens, they didn't necessarily like, they invaded, and they didn't like necessarily abduct me, they possessed me. They possessed me, they used my body to take over the world, and I could like see it all.
Which is probably closer to what aliens would do, if you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely, it's so much easier.
Do you think you might be part alien? Do you think that's why your head is like that?
I sure as hell hope so. I think sharks are aliens.
Alex does genuinely look like his brain is about, like, a third bigger than the average brain. You do look like your brain is swelling out of your head and, like, pushing your eyes out and shit.
I had a dream where...
Alex is very bizarre looking.
Yeah.
We'll add a picture. But he fucks. Is the thing you need to know about Alex.
Is there anything else you need to fucking
He
add?
might be bizarre looking, but Alex loves to fuck.
Dylan.
And he does fuck. Okay,
the
tell
fuck
me
up
about
and
your
let me
dreams.
talk.
Tell me about your dreams.
Alright.
I'm kind of
And then
manic right
I
now.
had-
I'm sorry.
And then
I told you I might
I
start
had a
weeping.
dream that my mother had all of a sudden had this identical twin sister that was such a bitch. And then like kind of got my mom to turn over, and then she became such a bitch. And then they used it against me. I had a dream where all of a sudden my teeth started falling out. Like, you know, like when you were a kid.
A lot of people have that dream.
Yeah, you know, like when you were a kid.
I had a dream that I had a loose tooth last night.
You know, like when you were a kid and you had loose
also had
teeth.
a dream where
it's like all your teeth are like. And I'm like a super finicky guy. Like if I have something like that, I'll be like, "What the fuck? This thing's bothering me." I'll just be like, "Doink, doink, doink, doink," and then I, without realizing it, I look in the mirror. My whole right side
was gone.
My teeth gone.
You want to hear a scary dream my mom told me about?
What?
Not scary, but like unsettling.
What?
It was the opposite of that. My mom told me she had a dream one time where she was brushing her teeth in the mirror, and she opened her mouth and she realized she had double rows of teeth, like a shark.
Nice.
Like she had like a whole
Well, there are people who have
multiple rows.
double rows of teeth.
But she was freaked out. I remember her telling me about it when I was like 9.
Yeah.
And even then, I was like, that's existentially terrifying in a way.
I
have a lot of dreams about being in
where,
water and stuff, and there
I had
being weird stuff in the water.
I had a dream about being a robber before. I had a dream about I was running from the cops and I just dove into this bush like right in time, and then they just kept going. They were on foot, not in a cruiser. And I also had a dream where Public Enemy number 1 was on the loose in my area. Went up to go to bed, and it was straight out of a fucking movie, like hiding behind the door. And shut the fuck up. You talk, I'll fucking kill you. Shit
Wait,
like that.
so he had captured you?
He was in my room, like how you see in a fucking movie.
Public
like,
so
behind
Osama
the door.
bin Laden had
Behind
you...
the door, once you shut it...
What did he look like?
Big.
Public Enemy number 1.
He was white. He wasn't
American.
Osama
bin Laden.
No, he wasn't. Was
he Whitey Bulger?
All right, he was most wanted locally, like
Whitey
local
Bulger?
TV.
Could he have been a Whitey Bulger type dude?
He could have been.
I mean, I realize your brain is creating it. I'm just trying to center it for the viewers. You know, I'm just trying to bring it back down to Earth.
Remembering it to Earth. Actually, he escaped from prison.
Head PE. Okay.
Escaped from maximum penitentiary.
So he's just some vague dude.
Yeah.
He didn't represent.
He was alone.
Or he represented something, but he wasn't
Yeah.
real.
He was alone. Didn't have like anyone with him. And we just had to get in my mother's car and go to his spot. Hook up with his crew.
For what?
The takedown.
What
And then
kind
they
of takedown?
Then they took me under.
To where?
Wherever we couldn't get caught. Everyone.
Why did they need you? You were just a
Because
hostage?
every one of them was a wanted fugitive except for me. I was like the above ground guy. If someone rang
so you were working for them.
If someone rang the doorbell, I'd be the one to answer it.
So were you a hostage, or were you working for them, or both? You were a hostage.
I was a hostage. Them forcing me to work for them.
Sexy.
Like it wasn't like that bad. It wasn't like slave type. Like they were paying me.
But you didn't have any choice in the matter.
Exactly. They weren't keeping me in a cage, giving me dog food, like letting me out once a day and changing my newspaper and shit. Nothing like that. But
Word. Dreams are weird, dude.
they are. What do you think about that thing on Joe Rogan that says the truth is dreams are real and when you're awake it's fake? Do you believe that?
I think I've had that thought when I was high. And a lot of people have considered that as being a thing throughout history, you know. It's possible, but how would we ever know?
There's only one way to find out.
What's that?
We gotta die.
So you think if we killed ourselves, we would know if our dreams were more real than reality? How does that work?
I don't think if you kill yourself, because that's just...
That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
It doesn't... I think it's more like when it's your time.
What do you mean?
When it's your time to go.
You think, like, when it's our time to go, we receive celestial knowledge?
Yes.
What makes you think that? Where'd you get that one from?
It wasn't necessarily a dream, but it was when I did DMT.
Can you get me some DMT?
I'm working on it.
I think I could. Are you working on it for me?
I can.
Well, I think I could probably use it, because I'm all fucked up right now in the head.
How do you know that could be worse for you?
It won't. There's nothing that can make this worse. I guarantee it.
Here, Dilly.
I mean, I don't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure. What the fuck is with this shit?
What are you getting?
I'm trying to fucking plug my phone in so it'll charge. It's driving me nuts. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Dilly's getting angry.
Well, I guess I feel like I'm a little manic right now. Dilly's got bipolar disorder. What the fuck?
Is that today's episode?
Dilly's got bipolar disorder? It can be. I wanted to focus on introducing you.
Okay, well, what else?
Does that hurt?
Yeah, poke me. Honestly, I thought it was something sharp. Like, not sharp, but like hot.
It didn't even go in. It's just surprising. I need to bind that with some fucking... I don't know. Yeah, I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my faith. I'm losing my religion. I'm ready to explode. I just wanna... I don't know. I'm having a hard time. You know what I mean?
Where's the ashtray can?
It's right there. It's got... Oh, it's different now.
Yeah, it's got like coins and shit in it.
No. Don't use that. Use this.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker. Do you have a iPhone charger by any chance I could use?
Not on me.
You fucking son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. I got it. Just keep talking, okay?
Keep talking, keep talking. Okay, Lazy Susan listeners. This is time for Alex's segment in What the Fuck is Going On with My Life. Due to the Delta variant, my mother wants me to get vaccinated. And I'm not sure if I'd like to or not.
What about you getting vaccinated?
Due to the Delta variant, my mother wants me to get vaccinated.
I don't think the vaccinations work against the Delta variant yet.
I don't think so either.
So your mom's a fucking idiot.
Hey, don't be talking about my mother that way.
I'm sorry, your mom's a huge
Nah, I don't-
fucking cunt, dumb bitch idiot.
Thank you.
Is that better?
A little bit better. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of it. I'm not totally against
I think
it.
that this fucking power strip is going on, man.
But what I
That
think...
might be part of it.
But what I think should happen is... Well, I'd like to know, one, it's not FDA approved, and two, if they want people to get vaccinated so badly, why don't they make it a requirement? Do you see that happening in the future?
I think that making it a requirement might lead to sort of open revolt at this point.
Open revolt, like how so?
Like, people will be very upset by that and won't want to do it. And I think that on a small scale, at least, people might revolt. I don't think I can be clearer.
Maybe that's what we need.
Why is this not fucking working?
Where is... What, you tried multiple outlets?
You know, this is a brand new version of Apple's premium product. I got the nicest one. And I can't get it to fucking work without fiddling around with the goddamn outlet. That's what we're doing now? It's a fucking travesty. It's disgusting. And things like that, in addition to, if you tried to force, you can't force people to get vaccines for shit, dude. Measles and mumps have come back. Fucking things that we thought that we had totally destroyed. Diseases that would never raise their head again fucking are coming back or have had outbreaks.
Okay.
Because of these stupid anti-vaxxers. And I think that with the amount of like political and social pressure around this shit, you've forced people to wear masks who fucking hate that idea of being forced to do anything.
Yep.
And those are the same people who could hypothetically rise up in arms. I'm not saying that they wouldn't be quickly quashed by the government, but I do think that people...
Dilly, are you vaccinated?
I'm vaccinated, but it doesn't seem to fucking matter anymore.
Yeah.
People are like, Jesus, I thought he was yelling in the other episodes. That wasn't yelling. This is yelling.
I heard this thing by the year 2030, you're gonna have a chip installed. There's gonna be no more breaking the law. Anytime you buy something, they just scan your chip and bingo, boom, you're done. Almost like how credit cards are now.
Almost like how fucking dystopian science fiction novels were 100 years ago. That's pretty exactly what the problem is, you know. And you know what they'll do? They'll give us drugs, maybe.
And it all starts...
And I love drugs, but not under those fucking circumstances.
Yeah, just to keep us quiet.
I even have issues with taking methadone. I fucking do because it's the fucking, you know, I don't want to live the life of a heroin addict. But on some level, I'm like, hey, I'm just taking essentially like the government's welfare heroin. You know?
Do you believe it's
just
working?
so I don't get sick.
Do you believe it's working?
The methadone? Well, now that I'm coming off of it, I'm considering some of the interesting side effects.
Yeah, okay. So,
But-
like, what's the dosage now? Is it just lower and lower and lower?
I was at 150, which is a huge dose. I'm down to 130, which is still a huge dose, but I dropped 20 milligrams in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This is the 4th week. I'm at 130. They say it gets harder as you go further down because you're reducing. Like, obviously, if you're at 150 and you only take 5 milligrams away, that's not a very large part of the overall dosage.
But 20.
But the further you get, but if you're at 20 and you remove 5, that's 1/4 of your total dosage. So that's why they have to keep on going down. But
how long is it projected till you're down all the way to where you don't need to take it anymore?
if I keep on going 5 milligrams a week, which will be impossible, it would be about 28 more weeks. No. It'd be like 30, 31 more weeks.
Okay.
So basically the better part of another year. I could ask for a larger drop. I have skipped days to try to sort of eliminate more of it from my body. I don't know if that's even a good way to go about it. But other people that I know that have gotten off methadone have like skipped days on their way down just to reduce. Because apparently once you get down in the sub 40 milligram, 50 milligram, it gets pretty awful. And that's when you really need to go but down by like 1 or 2 milligrams at a time, you know? But I'll tell you what, if I thought that there was something that could effectively knock me out for a couple of weeks or whatever.
Yep.
Hey, Glenn. Welcome, Glenn, to the podcast. Glenn.
Who are you recording with?
Alex.
Hey, buddy.
What's up,
Alex has won the competition.
By default?
By default. That's correct.
Excellent. Good for you, Alex.
John Tyler didn't even try. For as much as he said, oh, I love the show and I want to be a part of it, John Tyler didn't do shit. And for a while, I was like, oh, clearly John Tyler and Glenn are doing some kind of project together and they just don't want to. But unless you guys are really lying to me, it doesn't seem like you want to be involved. Like,
Are you talking about me or John?
you.
Yeah.
It seems like you genuinely are like, I don't think I can do podcasts right now.
Yeah, I've said that to you on numerous occasions.
Of course. So, this little... Guys, it's Glenn. You should love this podcast still, because Glenn called in. We're forcing him. But,
Well,
you don't mind being on for this little bit, do you?
the extreme low effort end of it, yeah, I can handle that.
Word. You just didn't want to deal with the backlash and the fucking pressure and getting me hitting you up to fucking put shit up and all of that.
There were a ton of different reasons, but yes, those are some of them.
Yeah. Glenn was so cute. Glenn said, I don't think that any podcast is worth our friendship.
I think I also said I think the less gay way that I said that was I'd rather be friends with you than do a podcast with you.
Oh, but that's the way I heard it in my head.
Glenn, it's
Okay,
not
I just
gay
want to make
unless
sure
you
that
make
the
it gay.
listeners know that I am not quite that gay.
Alex is making a good point. It's not that gay unless you make it that gay.
Well, I'm making it that gay.
Yeah.
I know you are, sweetie.
That's what I do. I take it to the gay extreme.
Well, you know, you are a swimmer.
I did shave my legs. I'm not a diver though. Those guys
are real
gymnasts.
homos.
Those failed gymnasts. So
Oh,
you
is
guys
that
have
who
number-
ends up doing diving?
What, failed gymnast?
Yeah.
I think that's what I like to refer. I don't know if anybody else I've ever heard refer to them as that, but I mean, actually, so I know a kid who's been in the Olympics the last 2 years as a diver, but he got brought up as a diver. His mom was our diving coach at UMass,
Uh-huh.
and he got brought up as a diver. And oddly enough, now he's he's been in the last 2 Olympics and won, I think, silver medals. So I remember that kid as like a 9-year-old.
Good for him.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think if you start off at diving, sure, there's a lot of your college divers were just gymnasts that didn't necessarily have the, I don't know, maybe
Right.
didn't have
What's
the
that-
array of skills that were necessary for
Glenn,
gymnastics.
Let's get as much Glenn content as we
Okay,
can.
Glenn, I have to ask. You say a failed gymnast is a diver. Well,
Yeah.
what is a gymnast failed at? What does a gymnast
Some people
go-
would say that a swimmer is a failed runner.
Maybe a blind runner who ran into the water. I don't know.
I have
That's-
heard people say that at cross country and what do you call it? Track and field type shit. Swimmers are just people who couldn't do it on land. But to me, it seems like very different skills, quite frankly.
Yeah,
It's actually. I feel as though it would be harder to swim than run. No.
I mean,
Well, and if you're built like a really good swimmer, you're not going to be a great runner. You're going to be a great. There are people who are built. Glenn is a good example. Glenn is not built for running. I think I can say that fairly, right, Glenn?
all right.
You can probably run a decent. I've seen your fucking calves. You can probably run a
We all have.
good 50, but
No, I used to be a cross. I actually ran cross country in 8th and 9th grade. But I mean, you're talking about me as a 38-year-old versus me as like a 30, as a fucking 17-year-old. I could run. I wasn't much of a sprinter, but I could hold under 6-minute miles for, not that that's amazing, but I could hold that for 5K at one point.
I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I used to run 6-minute miles in gym class, dude.
Huh?
I used to run 6-minute miles in gym class.
I bet you did. Those little legs can churn, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, I was
you're like
I was a
fucking
pretty
French.
good runner for a little bit. But
Sure,
I
you
never
could
would have been a
French
good
toast
swimmer. I learned how to swim well, but you're built like a swimmer.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm all legs. If they're the only part of me that it has natural sort of muscle on it is my legs.
which is odd because we only ever see your naked torso.
Well, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Alex can attest.
Michael
I'm looking
Phelps.
much better.
Michael Phelps basically they say Michael Phelps has a swimmer's body, where his arms are a little bit longer than his arm span, including his shoulders, are longer than the entire length of his body.
We
Glenn
to
is
call
like
Michael-
that
Hold on, let
without
Glenn
the
talk.
without
Let
the
Glenn talk.
arm span.
All right, can we?
Glenn doesn't
So,
have crazy
Dylan.
long arms, but he has a very powerful upper body.
I do. The thing
I'm complimenting you, dude. He's trying to tell me not to compliment you.
No,
and I'm not with
No,
that.
no.
I'm
Well,
saying-
I
fuck
need
you
to
very
let the
much,
people
Alex.
know what a stud you are.
Oh well,
Well, let them know.
I am strong across the chest. That is for certain.
Yes, you're very broad.
But no, I get. So Phelps is what we like to call a knuckle dragger.
A knuckle
Yeah,
dragger.
he's got very long arms and very short legs. So
Yeah.
yes, he's built. He has the torso of somebody who's 6'8" and the legs of somebody who's 5'10".
He's built for swimming.
Yes, there are certain.
There's
I
almost
was
nothing else he could do.
Myself and Jack Hall, Jack Hall would have been Jack Hall and I were not too far off in our class of swimming. he would have been a pretty average swimmer on our college team, on a Division I team, whereas he was a stud at Clark. And I was a pretty average swimmer on my college team. I was very good at one event, which also happened to be Michael Phelps' best event
What is
growing
that?
up. Anyway.
Butterfly.
The distance fly, the 200 fly.
The 200 millimeter fly?
What's up?
The,
The 200 millimeter fly, yes.
Yes, 200 millimeters.
Okay. And that's
Yes.
that's back and forth in the pool twice, right?
Well, again, that's a whole other thing. That depends on how many pools, like what size pool we're talking about. You're talking about on the Olympic scale, it's each lap of the pool is 50 meters, so it's four laps.
Okay. So
This is-
to the end
this
of the
is where
pool and
novice-
back is
this-
100 meters.
What's up? Back and forth is 100 meters.
Okay.
It's what I like to call the more strategic side of swimming.
This
Yeah.
is the shit
Right,
that
because you have to sort of figure out, like, okay, how much energy am I going to expend on each lap?
Yeah, that's a race strategy. There's certain people that have a lot of front end speed, and then there's people that have endurance. And then there's people that have different. Like I had a completely different stroke basically for the distance fly versus the sprint fly.
You were stroking a lot?
What-
You stroked while you were out there?
What's up?
I don't know.
Was
just-
that a bad swimming pun there,
was-
Will Wells?
very.
That was a Will Wells joke. You're right.
Yeah,
Sorry, Will.
so
Love you, Will.
But I mean, swimming's gonna put the Susans to sleep, I think.
I don't know. I think a little bit of it could work, and I think they're going to be happy. This may be what we have to do, is have you call in every couple episodes until they're used to Alex, because I feel like Alex is a different experience. No offense, Alex. I love you, but, you know, we had a thing going, me and you, Glenn, and I totally understand why you... I think this whole exchange is very good for the Susans.
Okay, I'm sure it's cathartic in some ways.
Yeah, man, obviously, if it was up to me, I would still be doing no offense to Alex.
Yeah, no.
I would still be doing the podcast
No,
with you,
I
and you're welcome to come on anytime you want, or
Yeah,
call in.
I love Dylan and Glenn Lazy Susans.
They were
That's-
good,
That's what made it. That's what rose it up.
but
Oh,
we're
yeah.
gonna have to keep on fighting, you know?
Yeah. It's
And like I said, fucking
well,
Alex fought very hard while no one else did, and that's why he's here.
there you go, buddy. There you go. Speaking of which, are you guys going to pub?
Yeah.
Okay, that was actually why I called.
What about it?
Because
You were gonna give
see
me
if
a
you guys
ride?
were going to- see if you guys were going to pub. Oh, so I posted. Actually, I think Alex saw this. I posted on my Instagram. I don't have a very large social media presence.
You,
I posted a.
you don't have a very large presence in general, but go on.
That's a lie. What was I going to say? I posted a social an Instagram story about Alex can show you. It's the headline of kid turns himself in after fucking a horse in north of Boston. And I set it to Styx Renegade
Hold on. What did you post it on?
Instagram.
Oh, I see. I got it pulled up. Please.
It's funny to me.
Oh, wow. To see that someone would come into my home and degrade a positive environment left me feeling violated.
This fucking lighter is dead, dude.
I'm gonna do a joke about it tonight.
See, I've never sexually assaulted a horse, but I did have a joke about getting sexually assaulted by a horse.
Wait,
Dude, you're the only
This is
person
a
that's
separate-
old
Shut up.
enough to sexually assault a
you know,
horse
you don't
without
get
a
to tell me to
stepladder.
shut up. You're the fucking co-host.
Oh.
This is a fucking sexual assault involving a horse recently?
Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago.
A 19-year-old sexually assaulted a horse.
How exactly?
On a stepladder with the tail over his shoulder. I'm
Oh,
assuming.
he fucked the horse.
He fucked the horse, yes.
Was the horse mad?
I don't know, but they did a rape kit,
They did a rape kit on a horse.
and the guy ended up turning himself in. Yes, they did a... This is why I'm turning this into a joke, by the way. Because
This is
the
not...
guy had to turn himself
honestly,
in.
dude, I have to, like... People are probably going to really hate me for this, especially if more than 30 people ever listen to this, which is doubtful. If your inclination is to rape and you stop at horse, I'm kind of okay with that.
You know, I was thinking something. I had a similar thought while I was showering today after I got home from work, because I've been thinking about
Showering,
this joke.
getting the fucking horse
What was
asshole juice off of you.
Yes, because I was inspired.
it? What was it, Glenn?
Um,
Let's hear it.
No, I'm not done with it yet. But that's why I was. But no, I had a similar thought. To what Dylan just said. I'd be like, I guess if this person is hell bent on raping, I guess I'd rather it be a horse than a human. But I don't know if this kid was really a rapist or if like he was just
Into
obsessed
fucking
with what
animals?
that horse pussy was gonna feel like. To wit, I can only assume it felt
Have you ever seen
roomier.
a horse? A horse's
Well,
pussy?
If you think about it, though, like if you, first,
I have to
was
assume
this
that is roomier, yeah.
all right, so this is a female horse, correct?
Yes. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
well,
does it
the
really
thing
matter
about it is,
at
like,
that
if you
point?
get behind it and then it feels displeasure, what it's gonna do is it's gonna fucking
Kick you.
yeah, and that's a fucking powerful kick.
Yeah. Well, let's just assume that.
So that's the way that horses give consent, is by not kicking. If a horse gives consent, you can fuck a horse. There goes the fucking gavel of Dylan. Fucking,
Here's what I gotta ask.
you can fuck horses as long as they don't kick you.
all right?
But what if it was an underage horse? What if it was just a? What if it was? If
What
it wasn't
age
a
are
mare?
horses able to be? They die at 10.
No, they,
Yeah, but what if
they
it
look
was
more
like a
to 20.
6-month-old horse? Maybe it was
To 20?
statutory
I said
bestiality.
20, 25.
Not a lot of them. Many of them break their legs and are shot.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go off on that tangent, and I'm gonna go ahead and start driving a pub.
All right. Well, thank you for
Okay.
coming in and helping the fucking Susans get used to the fact that it's just going to be lower quality now. We had to get someone, and Alex is who's here.
Wow, Alex, you feel free to punch him from across the room, you lanky motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I've already
All right.
felt free about 3 or 4 times.
All right, I'll see you guys over a pub.
All right,
He knows
All
I'm
right.
just being a piece of shit.
love you, buddy.
Bye, Susans.
See you, Glenn.
Bye.
He just did my bye. That's totally like the way I say bye.
What?
He stole my bye. And when he comes out later as bisexual, I'll say it again. He stole my bye. Because I'm totally bisexual. I'm gay. Guys, I'm gay. Which is why I get to say whatever I want, whenever I want. Because I'm gay. Alright?
I
You
think
fucking
we already know
faggots.
that.
What's that?
I think they already know that.
Yeah, no, that was the joke that I made, was like, you know, it came out recently, which is a big surprise to, no one. Or something stupid like that. But those are the types of jokes you have to tell at fucking Askew, or else, you know, Winsong will kick me out. Oh, I
Again.
forgot, I'm not supposed to talk about her business in my fucking podcasts, but I doubt she'll listen to this. And, I also love the fact that fucking every time I go there, people are allowed to just talk shit to me openly. A couple of people, but specifically Shamil, because, you know, I already said Shamil. She knows Shamil fucking does it. And, you know, people do shit to me that would get me kicked out if I did shit like that to other people. And, you know, that's totally cool because I'm just a fucking privileged white dude and everything that sucks that happens to me, I deserve because my family came over in the fucking 1950s from Ireland. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's obvious. It wasn't as late as the 1950s. My grandma was here by she was 17 by the 50s, and she wasn't. I think they came over
So,
in
Dylan.
like the 1900s. Well, no, it would have been later than that because my great-grandma on my dad's side had an Irish accent.
So, Dylan, since you announced that you're gay, maybe you can answer a
I
question.
am gay, yes.
I want you to answer a question for me.
What's that?
Why do bitches love gay guys so much? Is it? I've seen it multiple reasons. I know there's more than one reason to this question. I am aware.
Guys.
They love hanging out with them.
They love fucking them.
They love fucking them. They think they're hot. They can just. You can just.
Fucking.
this-
If you think your
they can just
girlfriend
hit-
is hanging out with a gay dude and like, oh, okay, that's fine because he's gay and he'll never fuck her. He'll fuck her on a whim. Anybody that's decided to live, I don't want to say anybody. Obviously, it's not everyone. But a lot of people who have just gone like, you know what, I'm going to fuck dudes. This is, you know what I mean? Like, I have some inclination towards this and it just seems easier. Fucking, which again, I don't want to say that's everybody. But I bet, here's the thing. I hate people fucking standing up for the rights of other people. Like, not always. Obviously, it's good to be pro civil rights and whatever. I'm a little drunk. I'm not trying to. I'm making this shit simplistic. But, you know, fucking. I've known a lot of gay dudes in my life. Most of them have fucked a few chicks.
Yeah.
Because if you're gay and you're just fucking all the time, which I'm not saying every gay dude is fucking all the time, but a lot of them do.
Yeah.
A lot of them just
They're
fuck.
fucking horn dogs.
It's no big deal. And a lot of them, if some chick was like, hey, I'll fuck you, they'll go for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, unless they're like really gay and they're like, I'm grossed out by a vagina. But a lot of them will go for it. And so, yeah, gay dudes, I think that that's how AIDS spread to straight people in the 80s.
I thought it was monkeys.
I don't really think that's how it spread. That's totally like a propagandistic thing. But I think that some cases, especially in the black community where it's really fucking not cool to come out as gay, you know what I mean?
Alright.
So they have all that down low shit.
I'm not so sure if that's the case anymore. I think
No,
now,
things have
now
changed
it's socially
enormously.
acceptable to come out to anybody.
Yeah.
So long as you don't do anything where...
Here's the thing, dude. I'm a little gay. Very small. I would say I'm as little gay as every dude in America.
Yeah.
Every dude in America is a little bit gay. Maybe with tiny, tiny amounts of people who are like, never. You know,
I think actually...
and I say that just in as far as, like, if I met the right dude, I'm not ruling anything out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think
It's
with
that simple.
with the people who are 100% not gay, the ones that are the homophobes, a lot of them have something to hide to a point where
Absolutely.
they might have thought at one point they were gay, and just that thought, like, they just hate it.
Anybody who says that there's absolutely no situation where they might fucking do some gay shit is fucking lying to themselves.
I have a lot of friends, well, we talk about it, we think they're really gay. They may or may not, but if they did come out, their parents would kick their fucking ass.
Have you ever
They'd be
had any
disowned
gay
by their family.
experiences?
No.
I really haven't either.
I've had gay guys hit on me before, but like nothing like
I had
grabbing
some
ass.
stuff when I was really, really young. Before I like
yeah,
knew
that
any-
doesn't count.
Did you have any stuff back then?
Like what? Like wait, yeah, maybe when I was
You
like
ever
7
rubbed
or
dicks
8.
with someone? You know,
Yeah,
7 or
like,
8. Yeah,
that's what cousins are for.
exactly. Okay, that's all I need to know. Fucking yeah. I made out with the dude a couple of times, but it was always in front of girls.
And
But-
did they find it hot? What were they doing? Were they looking at
They
you?
found it
or-
hot. I mean, I'll be honest. The dude that I made out with was cute.
Yeah.
I kind of like that guy.
I like Daniel Tasha's joke. Brad Pitt and David Beckham need to have sex together. At that point, you can't call it gay. You call it art.
I don't even know. I don't know if I would want to like fuck him in the butt or have him fuck me in the butt.
Would you let
Or
it fresh
I would
you?
maybe make out with them
Yeah.
again.
Again.
Maybe snuggle, you know.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm like,
If he's asked you if you wanted a blowjob, would you say
well,
yes?
but here's the point is what I'm trying to make
Okay.
is I'm willing to admit all this shit, and it's all reality. So why the fuck should I not be able to talk about this shit?
Yeah.
You know?
Good point.
Like, and, you know, talk about gay shit and talk about whatever. To bring it in another direction, but I think is also important, I've loved women of color and lived lives with them and known their families
Yeah.
and spoken to them.
I've
I've
met-
had many, you know,
I've
fucking
had-
people always make fun of like, oh, I have a black friend. Well, what if you have a black friend that you have a really intense relationship with and you're opening your mind to him and he fucking teaches you a lot about the world and how things are and changes your perspective? That's nothing? That doesn't matter?
No, not at all.
You know, I just hate, it's racist that because I have a certain skin complexion, I can't talk about anything more sexually intricate than what people assume about me. Because I have a certain complexion, I can't talk about anything more than what people assume ethnically about me. That's the fascism, that's the racism, that's the fucking bullshit propaganda force you into a fucking way of thinking. That's the thought crime. It's so frustrating, and I just wanna fucking sometimes I just wanna. I'm so frustrated. You try to explain this shit to people, and they act like you're fucking crazy. And maybe I sound fucking crazy, but he just showed me a thing that said, let's go to pub. I need your response, because otherwise it's just going to end on me fucking ranting.
What?
What do you think about what I just said?
Sounds like you're in a pissed off mood. But you do have
besides
a point.
that.
Yeah. Listening to it all, yeah, you have a point. Points.
Well, I don't know, do you agree?
Yeah. There's nothing... I definitely agree. I was on the whole homos thing, and then black gay people, and then friends coming out of the closet to you, and making out with dudes, and not
you think
necessarily...
I made it too broad? I included too many things?
Too many things and not enough
I should have kept it on the
dialogue.
gay shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was ranting.
Once you got to the racist thing,
well,
I was
talk a little more. Just talk a little more, and then we'll leave.
no, it's not that, but...
No, tell me how you...
Okay, here's one, Dilly. When did you think you were possibly gay? Did you always have it? Was it like... Because I don't necessarily believe someone is
never
born
thought
gay.
that I was gay.
I don't necessarily believe someone is born gay or straight. However, it's not like a choice. I don't think of it as like, oh, do you want the blue pill or the red pill? I don't think it's something like that.
Well, after listening, do you think I'm gay?
Yeah, you have a little homo in you. I wouldn't say you're full-blown gay. I've met a lot of people way more gayer than you.
Well, are you gay?
Slightly. I've never had any gay experiences before.
So you think I'm... Who do you think is gayer, me or you?
You. Coming from the guy that has nail polish on his fingers.
Why does nail polish make you gay?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying because you have nail polish on it makes you gay.
I also think that
It's
I
also
have a
a 1980s
natural
thing.
inclination to seek out experiences.
Yes. Dylan is
I'm a
painting
little
his
gay.
nails
I'm a
right
little
now.
gayer than you are. Go on.
Yeah, you're a little gayer than I am.
But you're a little gay.
Yeah, why? Have you ever... Alright. Here is the question that everybody asks. If you had to be gay with someone, anyone of your choice, who would it be and why? You tell me your answer, I'll tell you mine.
You go first.
Alright. Terry Crews.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Terry Crews is?
Terry Crews. Oh, the
From
big
White Chicks.
basketball player?
No, he's not a basketball player.
Football player. From White Chicks.
He was on
You
White
just
Chicks.
got way gayer than
Everybody
me,
hates
my
Chris.
friend. You just got much gayer than me.
No, do you want to know why?
Why?
That fucking tongue of his. Alright, let's hear yours.
A friend of mine. I don't
Who?
want to say his name in case he doesn't want to, you know.
Is he sexy?
People who know will know.
Why are you attracted
He's
to him?
beautiful.
Alright, well, you don't need to say names, but can you tell me why you're attracted to him?
He's almost like a girl.
Almost? Is that what makes him attractive?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's very slender and he smells like peaches.
Alright.
And kissing him felt like kissing a girl. So you're more gay than I am.
You've had more experience, though.
Yep.
See, my mind is just like I go to the extreme.
How do you feel about Bailey J?
Bailey who?
Bailey J. You don't know Bailey J?
No.
Well, how do you feel about just if a transgender girl looked really, really good and she didn't have a penis? Would you go for it?
Without knowing.
If you knew?
Then I'd be like, whoa.
You wouldn't do it if you knew?
I wouldn't do it if I knew.
I don't believe you.
Do you?
What's up?
Okay.
If you knew that no one would find out, would you go for it?
How drunk am I?
So you would.
Depends.
Pretty drunk.
Yeah, if I was
So, you asking me that, to me, inclinates that if you were drunk enough, you would fuck a dude dressed up as a chick.
No.
If you didn't know. Or you could say you didn't know.
If they took the pants off and whopped it fucking
This is where
fell
Jackie, artist Jackie should be in on this. Did you listen to the What's the Dealio pilot?
Fuck, I don't think I have yet. I
With
just
me
listened
and
to all the
Jackie,
seasons.
who's transsexual.
I have not yet. I need to, though. I will do that this week. If anything, I'll do it tomorrow.
It was beautiful, but not exactly my type. Love you, Jackie. I would love to have you on the podcast again. I would love to have you comment on this. Alright, we'll wrap this up later. But basically, we're gay.
We're heading to queer
We're gonna go get our dicks sucked by dudes. We definitely need to add something at the end of
Maybe
this.
we'll see you there.
Alright. Fags on patrol. Yeah, you can have that one beer, but then we have to go to the liquor store.
That's cool.
So that's going to be the beginning of, I was going to use that to cook.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely drink that.
Drink this?
You should definitely drink that.
What's
It's delicious. Yeah, I was going to use that to cook. You can just drink it, though. But if you don't like it, you have to drink the whole thing. Also, that's my piss.
Is it alcoholic?
I mean, it's my piss.
Frozen, okay.
At this point, the podcast listeners, the fucking Susans, you guys don't mind a little ambient noise, do you? You fucking queer.